down the bottom. I do understand that statement all too well. Because, you know, you're good now, you know, but who knows when it will turn. You know, this will pass and then something else will come up and you'll have to deal with that. And, you know, it never ends on that front. Heard that the player base for Alchemy format is like 10% of the total player base. Yeah, and what sucks is if that's true, 10% of the total Magic base or player base is that. If that's true, then we like what are we being fed? Like is it really just a pull for standard and new players? Is that what Alchemy is? Just to keep up with the Hearthstone stuff. So, and I guess if it works, but you know, like I was saying a couple streams ago, just you can give me Arena with the current thing. Just give me the option to toggle all that bullcrap off. You know. Do I want to get rid of that or not? We'll get rid of it next turn. No, we won't. We'll bounce it this turn. So. Yeah, that's all I want is the ability to turn it into this. And I don't really understand why they split it up in the first place, other than to have Phil complete control over it, and which is understandable, you know, because there's no secondary market. But as a player, I would really, really enjoy them not doing that. Also, the add digital exclusive stuff and do balance changes. So there is no ban list from what I understand. Yeah, I heard that too. That they actually like they make the cards worse, basically. Which isn't really, it's not really Magic. So it's kind of like this souped up form of Magic, which I guess in some regards is okay, but that's not really how the game should be. You should, you know, you're going under false pretenses, you know. And if you got to ban a card, so what? Just come out with something less powerful. So that's essentially what they're doing, you know. Like, instead of Wasteland, it's Wasteland that costs 1, or Wasteland that costs 2. Okay, so what does this do? Deals 4 damage to target creature. Okay. Opponent or planeswalker? Oh, 3 damage, so he chose. Okay, I'm just going to play the subtlety so I can swing for 6 here. We're super land heavy and we can win this race. Okay, we're not gonna swing. I hate the idea that the balance changes for Alchemy, because it can be very misleading to new players that may want to branch into paper magic. That's a great, yeah, that is true, because all of a sudden their favorite card in Alchemy that is busted in Alchemy is no longer busted. But I love this card. I love it when it's busted. It's like Blitterblossom if it would make double tokens, for 1 life. Could you imagine something like that? And then playing paper, it doesn't do that. And you're like, what? What do you mean it doesn't do that? It's like this catch factor that's like awful. It just feels awful. And say even you've been playing Alchemy for 6 months, and you're like totally hyped up, and you've been hyped up to get into paper. What's this for 3? Okay, I think we just opt. So, I guess not. Yeah, I think I'll just opt, I guess. So, the rest of your statement. Because you have a card do something for cheaper, but then you attack me. Adds another layer of complexity to the formats. Well, and it does another layer of complexity. Yes. Okay. I need something. I don't need that. I need something that works. That's much better. It does something even worse than being more complex. It actually is misleading. And to a brand new player base that you just gained, and there's feel bad moments all the way around, I don't. So, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I guess if you sign up for that, if you sign up for it, then you know what you're signing up for. Whenever opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. I think we're okay with that hitting. Because he's not gaining life here. Okay. He has 1 mana. I can counter anything else. Yeah, we'll... Got there. Okay, so now we know what he's doing. So he's playing Megrim kind of stuff. Yeah, I guess Aether Gust is fine. I don't know if he's playing a bunch of creatures or not. He seems to be pretty much in the hand. Doomblade can go away. Brutality? I don't know. Subtlety? Subtlety seems bad, but he's also playing a lot of burn. V-click. The Voidwalker is coming in, so we'll take these out. And then... Snare has plenty of targets. We'll take out 1 push. Assuming he's going to do that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Hearthstone is completely different. On the other hand, it's a smaller card set. Yep, smaller card sets. And their balance changes are very minimal. From what I remember when I played the class system, they have in place is the biggest way they control the game, and even then the meta sways back and forth a lot easier in Hearthstone than does Magic. I have not played it, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I do believe if there's a smaller card pool, it would be if well, small card pool might be some of it, but also the ability to, even if it's a large card pool, to be able to systematically make the game more balanced. If you're just better at it, better at balancing things, you're gonna have a better card game. Just period. So, maybe Blizzard is just better at balancing card games than Wizards is, or was, not necessarily is. So, because you're talking about 20, 30 years ago, Hearthstone. If Hearthstone was around 30 years ago, it would be, it'd be out of balance too, probably for some of the older stuff. Because you look at Standard, is Standard balanced in Magic? Probably, but Hearthstone doesn't have a lot of the caveats like mana and stuff like that. They deal with a different kind of resource pool to pull from. So, let's see if he casts this. He should cast this. So, if it was a specific kind of deck starts appearing more than people start adjusting their decks to beat the new stronger decks, hard to explain the way it works. This feels so fluid comparatively. Yeah, there are times where they have to modify the game one of the card value cost because a major hits thing is right. Yeah, I could see that. So. Will Blossom, and the next turn he doesn't get a Ragavanus, so. Yeah, but it's kind of easy to do because it's all digital, so it's much easier to do than it is for us to do. In paper and stuff. So, well, this is either going to screw me or Sprite. I drew another Sprite, so that's not too bad. What did he? Tragic Remedy. Okay, gain life. That player loses that much life instead. Okay, Collective Defiance. Okay. And then Sheol Red. Okay. And hopefully he gets something that he can't cast. So. Okay. We're okay with that. So, we got Aether Gust in the yard. Would have been really nice if we would have drew a Fatal Push through it in the yard with a Snapcaster Mage. That would have been perfect here, but... Alright, so we're going to take some damage here. Luckily, we probably don't have to take much more. So, we'll take 5 here. We'll block the Ragavan. Hopefully we can counter something as well. So... Yep. That's what we want to see, but we need... Man. Well, it's fine. It won't get through. We can actually block, but it's this. We need a Fatal Push. Which I took out a lot of my removal. So the cool thing about Shadow is Shadow creatures can block Shadow creatures. So we're actually pretty good here because of my draw. So let's see if he knows that. Let's see if he still swings. So we will, if he attacks with everything, we block with everything. So Shield Red. Yep. So I've never seen this in Modern. It seems good in decks like this, like Burning Inquiry. So, okay. So Aether Gust is green or red. So Aether Gust is probably not as good as I thought it might be, but it's fine. Oh man. Yeah, it's a word, Zach. So I used to play a bit back in the day. I actually made a funny deck that copied a creature. Did like 4 damage or something in all creatures each time it died. What I did with the card was yeah, we lose. I mean, I can't gain any life. The Aether Gust kills me. If that was a Fatal Push, we win. Okay, he's creature based, total creature based. So we go here. Drown the Locks come back in. He's playing 1 drops out the wazoo. Play this, play this, play this. We screwed up big time. We saw the non-creature part of his deck, so we now need to reevaluate our entire plan. So these snares come out. Yeah, this is probably okay. Cool. Let's go with that. Put an effect. That would make cow stuff. Huh. Yeah, Morningtide. That's pretty cool because you could just burn. You could like burn the entire, everything on the board for like 8. If you had 2 creatures and 2 of them died, then it would be 8. It'd be multiples of 4, so you could just keep that going. So, what do we want to do here? We'll keep. Might get not good. So we'll grab a grave here. We need a land. Keeping this because we get the push, so if he Ragavans, we kill it. He's not playing blue, and he doesn't seem to be playing any kind of disruption or any kind of freebie recursion. So we'll be able to like Fatal Push during his turn and kill a Ragavan, but he's not going to do it. If he dashes, we can also do that, but we don't have to worry about that. So land. So his slow start is going to be really nice for us. So we do have double fatal push. We can bounce with borrower. Can't play the drown. Can't play counterspell. Can't play the snap. So if he doesn't play anything crazy, we can probably just snap in, start beating. Yeah, form of stall, kind of like it is stall. I mean, whenever a opponent discards a card. All right. Yeah. I can bounce this whenever I want. So we'll just play the Snapcaster Mage. Alright, better late than never. So if he plays Burning Inquisition, we just bounce this in response and hopefully he goes to his graveyard. So that's really all we got. Or something of that nature. So, because I mean, a Burning Inquisition basically puts him at like that's like 6 life to us, no matter what. And then if you have the Sheol Red, the Apocalypse, like that's double, basically. So, pretty good deck idea. Yeah. We just let this one hit, but we'll hold bounce because Burning Glory does 12 to me now. Could bounce if it comes back down, counter it, and then have push up. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll bounce. Bounce. So we'll counter on the way back down. Make him choose, basically. He'll be at 15, bring in the borrower. If I don't have to counter something, but he will play that. I just don't want to burn Inquiry. Like, that's... I made my friends really mad when I found out how to do it, and they let me do it. Well, of course they're going to let you do it once. Very punishing because it was like playing stacks, but yeah. I mean, those people in your play group are going to let it happen once. You know? It's not like... It's not completely, but after that, it's free game. Like you're target number one. At least that's how it was when my play group. You're like, yeah, you'll win once with it. You'll get the one off, and then never again. We have learned our lesson. So he chooses to play that. Eh? Okay. Wait, what? Why did I discard a card? Why? Oh, okay. Collected advice. I didn't actually read this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's done 10 to me. So sure. It's kind of like this card. This card will never beat me again because we'll never see it. And draws that many cards. Interesting. I mean, I should have countered it, but so what? So the fatal put, it really didn't hurt that much. So we'll be fine. So he's dead in 3 turns, so he has to get through 2 counter spells. So Inquiry can't do anything. So, and then we'll go ahead and do this. So it's probably best just to play the swamp, and then Thought Seize it. Thought Seize might be the best course of action here, but it might not too. I mean, it gives me another proc for another card. I think we'll just hold up Counterspell. This Riptide Laboratories really is kind of screwing me up, so I'll just stay on the. I'm gonna conserve my life total, and actually we win. Do we win next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do 8 next turn. Yeah, but all right. Well, we don't really care about this right now. I mean, we do, but okay, we'll let that go. I have Narset Commander and a piece of work. Yeah, for sure. We'll I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Wow, do I just? Yeah, we'll drown. So yeah, Narset Days Undoing is God tier. It's not God tier, but it's good. Okay, so we can't attack with the Tar Pit, so we do 5. I should probably, because anything he does is going to make me discard cards, so probably best to Thought Seize here. So we'll attack. Because we can't kill him, there's no reason to do this. We'll Thought Seize, and we'll hold up Counterspell. We'll know what we're against 100% now. So okay, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. We care about. Problem is that's a sorcery. We don't care about that. Care about discarding cards. Yep, Burning Inquiry is the only thing. So we'll take that. So we win. Good. So even if he Burning Inquiry, like the cards in his hand aren't good enough to beat us, so we're good. Interesting deck. Haven't seen anything like this in a very long time. So it's very interesting how he's putting the pressure on us. The thing is he's not doing it fast enough. I'm sure he's playing Waste Not too. But this isn't. Yeah, it's just not. Yep. So he draws land. So unless he can get me to discard 2 cards. Yep. There's the monkey. And now he dies. And if I really, really, really want to do, I can bounce this and then have like Fatal Push and kill the monkey if I want. But yeah.